Metro Theater presents a play about a character's journey and her quest to find self-actualization and her own inner musical voice. And joining us are director Jamie McKittrick and actress Sankofa B. Soleil. All right, so this is a play with a mystery name, but it's a play that we all have seen probably at some point or another. So tell us, Jamie, what this play is about.
Yeah, the play is Wonderland, Alice's rock and roll adventure, and it is our take on Alice's journey into Wonderland and through the looking glass. So it's a mesh-up of those two books, but we do it with rock and roll and hip-hop and a lot of more contemporary music styles.
So did Metro Theater Company adapt this, or did you all write this play? Or?
Actually, it's a play that was written, oh my gosh, the names are escaping me right now. But it was written and developed by a wonderful theater company up in Chicago about 3 years ago. And Metro went up and saw it and thought it was great, so they got the rights to it. And then what I did with the musical director, Lamar Harris, who is a wonderful local musician, he's also known as DJ Nooney in the area, was we went through and kind of reimagined some of the music. It had a little more old school rock and roll feel to it to kind of bring it into 2018.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
so how long have you all been working on it?
Let's see. I mean, we rehearsed for about 5 weeks with the cast.
So when you first met with Lamar?
But when I first met with Lamar was back in January. Almost a year ago,
yeah,
where we started talking about it and imagining that and coming up. I was doing a lot of dreaming about how to make this particular production incredibly magical. So the set has all kinds of surprises that come out of it. The characters have little hidden secrets that pop out. It's pretty exciting.
And then there's magic behind the scenes too.
Yes.
In that, what we were talking about before the show today, that many of the actors have never acted before, including Sankofa. We're going to talk about you in just a moment. And then there's actors who are actually musicians, and they've never done that before on stage. So everyone's sort of role reversal a little bit.
Yeah.
So, okay, Sankofa, let's talk about you. So you play the title role of Alice in Wonderland. Your first role as an actress.
Yes, it is my first role.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you are a performing musician in St. Louis.
I am a performing musician in St. Louis. I was actually traveling this summer as well, working as a singer-songwriter kind of behind the scenes for a few artists as well. Yeah.
Across the metro area, across the country?
No, I was in New York. I was in Columbus, Ohio. I made my way down to Miami, Florida, Parkland, Florida.
Yeah.
I was in California for a little bit. Yeah.
So you've been all over, but you're based here in St. Louis?
Based in St. Louis, yes.
So did Jamie approach you with this idea? How did you get involved?
Yes. I got a phone call. I did a program a few years ago through the Regional Arts Commission called CAT, and I got a phone call from one of my classmates asking what I was doing, saying, hey, there's this thing that came up. I know it's a little bit last minute, but would you like to do it? There were some things that happened with the casting. We were moving some pieces around.
So when you first heard this idea that you're going to be acting in a play, having to memorize lines, your first time being a different character than yourself,
how did I feel about that? I didn't even think about the memorizing lines, honestly, until I was in the audition with Jamie, and Jamie comes in and is like, how are you with memorizing lines? And I'm like, I don't actually know.
And how was that? Was it hard?
I had my tricks that I did to remember them. It wasn't as hard as I anticipated it to be, but I definitely put more energy into learning the lines than I did anything else, because I didn't know what my capacity was for that. So I put the lines before,
And developing the character, how was that for you?
Oh, that was really interesting. In typical life, I'm pretty gender nonconforming, and so that was a challenge because I really had to be out of myself. I'm also not 7.5 as Alice is in the play,
right.
So I had to channel my inner kid superhero that's going on this adventure to be able to relate to kids, relate to adults. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
would you do it again?
Oh, that's been the $1 million question. Would I do it again?
All right, on that note, yes. Okay, we heard it right here. Okay, good. All right, we're gonna come back and hear a lot more about this experience, about the show. So stay with us at STL Live. We'll have more with Metro Theater Company right after this break.